Part of a soldier's training before heading out to war zones like Afghanistan is to practice procedure in mock-up war zones. The military build replica villages on home soil to give soldiers a taste of what lies ahead. Now the cost of these pretend landscapes has come under the spotlight. Responding to a Senate estimates question, the Defence Department says one such replica village, made up of 12 mud huts, cost just over $3 million to build, and that works out at $260,000 per mud hut. The huts are at the Cultana training base near Port Augusta in South Australia, and the local MP is Rowan Ramsey, who joins me now from Canberra. So Rowan Ramsey, when did you first become aware that these mud huts may have cost a lot of money to build?
Yeah, well, good afternoon, Ros. Well, local residents have come to me. There's a few rumours kicking around the Whyalla, Port Augusta area, and I said I'd see what I could find out. So I asked Senator Fawcett to ask some questions and estimates. I said I've got no idea what these things cost, but perhaps we better get a handle on it. And as we found out, they built 12, I think in 2 villages of 6 actually. Now I don't know what they look like, but I have seen these village buildings in Afghanistan, and there's not too much to them there. And $260,000 sounds pretty excessive. You can buy a 4-bedroom house for that and pop it on a block somewhere. Now, I think this probably demonstrates the kind of problem we have in government procurement right across Australia, actually, where there's a headline contract and then you sublet it to someone else, and they sublet it to someone else, and they sublet it to someone else, and probably the people that did the work and then didn't get a huge payment for it, but it cost the taxpayer $3 million.
Now, recreating villages in combat zones is a common practice for training, and we do have some pictures of similar facilities being used by American soldiers training in Texas, and we've also got shots of a village mock-up in England that cost $30 million and had paid actors involved in the whole thing. You accept, though, that there is a need for these things to be built in the first place, and that they need to be as realistic as possible to be effective?
Well, absolutely, and we do need to prepare our Defence Forces properly before they embark on the missions that we send them. So that's not the argument. It is just whether or not we're getting value for money in this particular case. At the same time, I might say that the Cultana expansion that has been on the slate for 8 years has finally started a negotiation with the local landholders there. Now, we don't know. They've been sitting on the edge of their chair for 8 years, no idea what they're going to do. I hope Defence is similarly generous with the people who actually own the land when they give them their forced eviction notices.
Right, well, we have asked the Defence Department for a response to these issues. They haven't got back to us as yet, but we'll leave it there for now. Rowan Ramsey, thank you for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Ros.